everybody. Welcome to Your Capital, What's Up? My name is Chuck Wiger, your area state senator. Thank you very much for watching. Today I'm very pleased to have Kirsten Klaver. She is from Maplewood. She is a Girl Scout and she has received the highest award that Girl Scouts have. It's called the Gold Award, and recently had recognition out at the University of Minnesota at a ceremony. She had a project that we're going to learn more about. Also, I want to mention that with Kirsten is her service dog, Teddy, and we'll get to know Teddy a little bit later. So welcome to our show.
Thank you, Senator Wiger.
Good.
Thank you.
First, congratulations on your accomplishments. There are many. We're not going to have time to go through everything, just what I've learned about you, but you've achieved the highest award in scouting. And tell us about the Gold Award that Girl Scouts gives and what you did.
Okay, so the Gold Award is the highest award in Girl Scouts, and it takes a lot of hard work, and personally our troop, it took us 3 years to finish it. The first year or so was doing all of our badge work.
And your troop, tell us where your troop is.
Yeah, our troop is Troop 52080. And we are out of St. Peter's.
St. Peter's Church, North St. Paul.
Yep.
Which has quite a draw in the area.
Yes, it does. It's a wonderful place for our community.
That's actually where I saw many of you at the Fall Festival when you had your
That's
project.
where we met you, exactly. It was wonderful seeing you there, by the way.
Well, thank you.
And so our project consisted of a curriculum for St. Peter's Catholic School, a display at the 2010 Spring Fun Festival, a Go Green Day workshop for Girl Scouts in the Northern Lights Service Unit, a Go Green workshop curriculum that we also wrote up, an informational DVD titled Fill the Gap, Stewardship Through Recycling at the Church of St. Peter, and a display at the 2010 Fall Festival, which is where we saw you.
Wow.
It was
very ambitious, and you mentioned we, so there's some other members of the team.
Yeah. Okay, so I personally did the composting, as you can see, the composting part of our project. But Allison Germ from Oakdale took on the recycling. Elizabeth Wakefield from North St. Paul took on the reduce. And Erin Murphy from North St. Paul took on the reuse portion. So it was the 3 R's plus the 4th R, rot. That was me, rot, with composting. So I had a lot of fun doing that.
Good.
It was something totally new to me. I never heard of it until my leader, Pam Germ, said, why don't we think about doing something like composting with it? And it was totally new to me, and I've completely fell in love with it.
And when did the idea start amongst the girls?
Yeah, the initial idea of doing a composting or a recycling program at the Church and School of St. Peter probably started in 2009, the initial idea. And then it grew and became what it was throughout the project, really. We kept adding just fun little things in there, and it became huge, but it was so successful, and we're very proud of what we accomplished.
Indeed, and properly recognized. Tell us some of the key recommendations that you have from the composting as well as some of the other project recommendations.
So what other people can do, you're saying? Okay, so with recycling, we worked at the church with Allied Waste, and we liked their program because it was all single sort. So you didn't have to sort out your plastics, and you didn't have to sort out your paper or glass. It was all just single sort, throw it all in the same.
Co-mingle, I guess they call it.
It was great, and you could recycle plastics numbers 1 through 5, which not all
Yes.
recycling places do that. And they also have their recycling factories or their in Minnesota, within the area, which we really liked that. It wasn't wasting gas and other things shipping it to a different state.
Yeah.
With reduce, we definitely love the idea. Well, personally, I like composting. That plays into reduce. With composting, you can reduce up to 25% of your trash, which is amazing. Also, we love the pack your own lunches. So you can use all reusable, instead of a paper bag, you can just use all reusable plastic containers. Even they do have little bags that you can reuse for your sandwiches, and instead of
you can use those a long time.
Yeah, you
your
can.
Lifetime.
Yeah,
Have you thought about that?
You can.
Yes.
And not many people know that, and it's just a wonderful thing that not many people know.
Yes, I've gotten into that habit now too, of just washing the bag.
Yeah, you can. Even just the Ziploc bags you can even wash. It's fantastic. And
you save money.
You majorly,
and
the environment. And we highly recommend, even though you can recycle your pop cans or your water bottles, we highly recommend just buying your own water bottle, because that's saving what the recycling centers don't have to process into something new. So that's saving energy, which is another thing that we learned through this process, that recycling is awesome, but there are more ways that you can help by even just reusing something. And then with reduce, again, composting plays into reduce. You are reducing what's going into your landfills by composting. Again, 25% off of your personal garbage, which is amazing. And also with, was I on reuse? I was on reuse.
Yeah.
I was on reuse. Okay, so sorry. Reuse, one thing that Erin did fabulously, she found ways to reuse cereal boxes and make them into magazine holders, and you can put, and you can put, decorate them with old gift wrap. So gift wrap that you love, that someone gave you, but you can't use it again because it's torn, put it on your magazine holder, which was
maybe
fantastic.
A picture with it.
Yes, and it's just wonderful ideas. We had one where you can use old magazines, cut them into strips, roll them up with glue paste, and make necklaces. They're beads. So you can make necklaces out of those. So that was a really fun idea. Yeah, and then with my personal project that I took on composting.
Very nice tag board here.
Oh, thank you.
Lots of information.
Yeah, it does have
give
lots
us the
of
highlights of what you'd like to share with our viewers.
Sure. So if you've never heard of composting, composting is a great way to create reusable dirt. So it's dirt that, here, I have an example.
Okay.
This is actual compost. From our backyard.
Here,
so
show the camera there.
This one?
Okay. Where'd that dirt come from?
Yeah, this dirt actually came from our backyard.
In Maplewood?
In Maplewood, yes. And this is compost, fresh compost. It is made of, we put leaves, paper. If you just shred your paper from your paper shredder, that works really well. Also, you can do, I have a whole list here, tea bags, wood chips, shredded newspaper, chopped vegetable scraps. So in our kitchen, we actually just have a ice cream pail. That is what we put all of our scraps into. So
does that ever pose a problem for rodents? Or?
It actually doesn't. If you do your composting right, you shouldn't have problems with rodents. You want to water it at least once every month. You can water it up to 3 days, every 3 days if you want. And then you also want to turn it with like a pitchfork or some sort of thing that you can turn it with. We have a actual heavy plastic bin that's maybe this tall, and it goes into, you can do your composting in there, but there are also ways that you can look up on our wonderful government sites. Actually have wonderful information. I got much of this information from there.
Yes, the county and as well as the Maplewood, Washington, Ramsey, and most of the counties will have information.
Majorly.
But I hope you share what you have found and specific ideas with them. And particularly with your local commissions in Maplewood, North St. Paul, Oakdale, with members of your team. Let them know, and I would suggest maybe making a presentation if you can fit that in your busy schedule.
I'm hoping to be able to keep going with this. They have the Living Green Expo at the State Fairgrounds that I visited to continue to learn about composting and get outside sources. And I could probably do something there as well, which would be awesome. So
But you also have college that you're getting ready for. And, but again, this was a wonderful project, and your enthusiasm is contagious. I just enjoyed.
I try.
You and the team members did such a great job.
Thank you.
And then I had the privilege of attending the awards ceremony after you.
It was such a privilege that you could be there.
But more importantly, your contributions and how it was recognized. And I realized the milestone for Eagle Awards for the boys, and I had never been to the Gold Awards that the girls that
it's really
all those
special.
efforts.
It is.
It is special.
Thank you.
Now, what got you involved in Girl Scouts?
So my mom actually, she went to a leader meeting, or I should say a meeting at our elementary school that was kind of how you can get involved in Girl Scouts.
Would this be Richardson Elementary?
Yep, this was at Richardson Elementary School.
I went there too, so it was called North Elementary then.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
A couple generations ago. But,
that's okay. And she decided that she would co-leader with a good friend of mine way back in kindergarten. And so that's how our initial troop started. And back then we were troop 167. So that was our troop at Richardson. And then when our troop leader and her daughter decided that they were too busy to continue, 3 of us from our troop wanted to continue on, and we decided to contact a friend who got us in contact with Pam Germ, who is our current leader. And that troop just took us in with open arms. It was amazing. And all the stuff we've done.
Salute your mom, and then I pat Germ for her efforts, because it takes those volunteers to sustain the effort.
Pam is one of the most hardworking volunteers I know. She's volunteered thousands of hours just to Girl Scouts, I know. And she's been with their troop 52080 since kindergarten as well.
And that's Allison's mom?
Yeah, that's Allison Germ's mom, Pamela Germ. Yep.
Good.
Yeah.
And you've been in since kindergarten then, you're starting out, and any girls that were involved at kindergarten with you the entire journey?
My good friend Erin Murphy.
That's so special.
Yeah, she's still with it. She actually started at a different school in preschool, and she.
What's it called at that level?
It's Daisies.
Daisies. Okay.
Daisies, yes. And she started before them, but then went to Richardson and joined our troop, and it's been a wonderful journey. It has been.
Good.
So.
And for girls, young ladies wanting to get involved with Girl Scouts, and then Brownies would be earlier on. Daisies, whatever the label.
Daisies is first.
But who would they contact? Is there a website for Girl Scouts?
Okay, so if you do, I'm pretty sure it's Girl Scouts RV for River Valleys.org.
Okay.
And our Girl Scout Council, Girl Scouts of River Valleys, is an amazing council, and you talk to someone there and tell them where you live, you can definitely find a troop in your area to join. And we are trying right now to continue to boost our numbers up. I strongly encourage, if anyone is thinking about dropping out of Girl Scouts, not to. I have received so much opportunities, including getting to meet Senator Chuck Wiger.
Wow.
And
you've had better opportunities there.
I've still had immense opportunities just to be able to get my gold award, and then getting this gold award has also helped me fund my college experience. So
well, let's talk about that. I understand you're going to Hamlin.
I am, which is also where you went.
Yes.
Small world.
Yeah.
And I'm extremely excited to be at Hamlin.
You thought of your major? What?
Yes. I will be majoring in physics.
Okay.
It's something not many people think about, but there is actually another girl in my class who is going to Hamlin and majoring in physics.
Wow.
And so
From North?
Yes.
Okay.
And I'm really excited.
You want to mention her name?
Her name is Lauren. I don't know her last
but Lauren,
name.
we'll protect her privacy to the extent
we will.
can.
I love you, Lauren.
But she's going to be going to Hamlin with you.
Yes, and I was
physics.
so excited.
What are you thinking of doing with the physics degree then?
So with all of the past hurricanes and earthquakes and all of the past just natural disasters in general, I really got interested in wanting to do something with the environment and helping out. But I had this love for physics since 7th grade that my brother got me into. And I found through the hurricane and the earthquake in Haiti, they had geophysicists working on stuff down there, and I had never heard of what a geophysicist was. I looked it up, and I just kind of fell in love. So they work with plate tectonics and also different layers of the atmosphere, and they just work with predicting natural disasters, and I would really like to use that skill to then help prepare different regions of the world for natural disasters.
How humane, how noble, how admirable.
Thank you.
I feel really good about that.
Thanks.
So.
It's not something necessarily here in Minnesota. We do have a fault line in Minnesota, but it's not active. So, but
Hey, Kirsten, you mentioned brother and that. You want to mention family again? So round that out.
My brother is Adam Klaver. He is an Eagle Scout. He's awesome. He's going to Michigan Tech right now for computer science. Okay. And then my mother, Carolyn Klaver, she works hours with a nonprofit called Lingblomston, and that is her job, and she is so good at it. She works with people with early Alzheimer's and dementia. And then my dad, Glenn Klaver, is with Hewlett-Packard. Okay. So,
Good. Well, they did a great job with you.
Thank you.
I know how proud they must be. And, I can't tell you how much I'm impressed.
Thank you.
Now, you brought with you your service dog.
Yes, my wonderful service dog.
And we'd like to bring Teddy back on camera.
Okay. Come on, buddy.
And tell us about Teddy and why Teddy's your service dog.
Yeah, so Ted is my service dog, and he is my alert dog. He helps alert me and the people around me when I'm not feeling good and I have low blood pressure. So I have a condition called dysautonomia. It's a long word, but it's essentially a dysfunction of your autonomic nervous system. So your autonomic nervous system is what helps control everything in your body that you don't control consciously. It's your blood pressure, heart rate, eye pupil dilation, vein constriction, all sweating,
Okay.
just a lot of various variables. And
What does Ted do then?
yep, so Ted actually alerts me and the people around me when I am not feeling good, especially when my blood pressure has dropped,
Okay.
or when I'm actually on the floor, hit the ground, passed out. He goes nuts.
Okay.
He will bark and
Good.
make, yes, make sure, you would be surprised how loud this little man can be. So he's an amazing dog, and he has definitely helped me, for sure.
Yes.
And before I'm actually on the floor, he will actually start crying. And that tells me that I need to start drinking my fluids and maybe even get on the floor and lie down. Yeah, so he's majorly helped me. And people say she can walk, and she has a small dog. She must be faking. And I strongly encourage people to drop any stereotypes they have and any judgment, because there are many people out there with invisible disabilities that need their service dog, no matter how big they are.
How long have you had Ted?
Yeah, I've had Ted. He will be 3 in October, so I've had him for almost 3 years
And
now.
his breed is?
Yeah, he is a Havanese. They originated out of Cuba, so like Havana,
Oh,
it's
okay.
Havanese. Yeah,
Okay.
they're a wonderful breed.
Yes.
We couldn't say enough about them. So yeah,
Havanese.
Havanese. Yeah.
Okay. And prior to that, did you have a service dog?
I did not have a service dog
Okay.
prior to that. In 10th grade is when I really started not feeling well. I was diagnosed in 7th grade when I was 13. But in 10th grade, I really started not feeling well, and my cardiologist highly recommended we get a service dog. And that's when my dad and I went out and started looking for breeds. So,
Good.
yeah.
Okay, well, Ted's doing a great job.
Yeah.
And I'm pleased you could share Ted with us
Yeah,
as well.
thank you.
You mentioned going to Hamlin
Yes.
and being in Girl Scouts.
Yes.
Besides all the wonderful experiences, the lifetime memories that you
Yeah.
share, it's also been very rewarding in terms of scholarships.
It
Could
has
you
been.
tell us, you're going
Yeah.
to Hamlin, it's not
I am
cheap,
going-
it's a
it's
great
not.
investment, but
Yes.
you received some scholarships?
Yes, so from Hamlin, I received $27,000 a year, so that is well over $100,000. And
Congratulations.
thank you. It's absolutely wonderful. And then I also received the Lions Club Scholarship, which was an honor to receive and be recognized through the Lions Club. And I also received the Girl Scout Gold Award Scholarship from River Valleys. It is not common for 2 people from the same troop to get that scholarship, but myself and Allison Germ also received the Girl Scout Gold Award Scholarship. So we are just so excited for each other, and we are both just so thankful that we received that scholarship. So yeah, so for my Gold Award alone, I have received $13,000 worth of scholarships,
Yes.
which is just phenomenal. It's
Yes.
amazing. So yeah.
Well, an excellent investment for someone that's going to continue to make a
Thank
difference,
you.
and I have no
I
doubt
hope.
about that.
Thank you. Thank you.
Any words of advice for,
Yeah.
first for young ladies thinking of going into Scouts? You
Yeah.
want to reiterate the pitch, and
Yeah.
as well as to stay in if you're in, but
Yes.
if for those that might want to, or maybe
Yeah.
it's someone that knows a young lady that might want to get involved in Scouts. Want to
Yeah.
just restate why that's important?
Yeah, I have had so many wonderful experiences in Girl Scouts. They have so many things to offer, ranging from being outdoors to engineering and the sciences to fashion. And all of it builds teamwork and character and wonderful confidence and qualities that you can't get from another organization, and they will stick with you as long as you stick with them.
Right.
So they're a wonderful organization. I couldn't say enough good things about the Girl Scouts. So
Wonderful.
Yeah.
And maybe one last thank you you'd like to share for your troop leaders and to your family?
Yes, I would love to thank my troop leader, Pam Gurm, all of the beautiful young ladies in my troop, including Allie Carley, who also got her Gold Award. She did a different project, but it was such a wonderful project. And I would also like to thank my family. I couldn't thank them enough. They've always supported me in everything I've been able to do, and it's been a wonderful journey. I'd love to thank my grandparents as well, because I just love them so much, and they've always supported me and just loved me through this whole thing.
Wonderful.
Yeah, so
well, I'm sure they're very, very proud.
Thank you.
And finally, we mentioned the project, and it's meant for everybody watching, and it's meant to be good stewards of the planet, to leave it a better place, hopefully, than when we were here. And for more information, if they want to learn about that, could they contact you?
That is so a wonderful idea. They can contact me at, I have an email address.
Okay, we'll say it slowly.
Yes, K Klaver, so it's KKLAVER at Comcast.net.
Good. Klaver at Comcast.net.
Yes.
If you have questions, learn more about what we talked about,
please.
Get in contact with
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, and I'm hoping to also have a blog up and running soon that I can continue to put healthy options for both you and the environment. So,
Kirsten Klaver, a treat meeting you. Congratulations.
Thank you. It was wonderful to be here today.
And thank you, Teddy, as well.
Yes, Ted.
Okay. Wonderful job with the Girl Scouts, and viewers, I encourage you to contact Kirsten if you'd like more information, or contact the Girl Scouts St. Croix Valley Council for more information, and I know they'd love to provide that. If there's questions you have of me, give me a call. My cell, 651-770-0283. For Your Capital What's Up, I'm Chuck Wiger. Thank you very much for watching.